There was also extensive damage in Salado, just north of Jarrell. I would say maybe about 11 miles or so. Bryce Newberry is there this morning. What have you seen so far?
Well, Yvonne, right here in front of me are just pieces of homes that have been thrown across the street here, pieces of 2x4s. I mean, you name it, all of it is right here on this street corner. And you can see this street sign here. It isn't even standing up straight. It's got a piece of plywood wrapped around the bottom of it. And then right here, this is just amazing. I just looked up and saw this. You can see someone's electrical box and the wiring from their home that got wrapped around these power lines right here. So the damage is very widespread this morning, and I'm going to show you across the street here this home that a neighbor just drove by and told me was just recently built. You can see the garage door isn't even on it. Haven't seen it out here in this neighborhood this morning. The side of the home completely tipped to the side, and then you can see where the wind ripped through the side of the upper part of that home. So that is going to be a big mess of damage for these neighbors to clean up when they do get back out here later today. And then across the way here, I'll show you this home. Well, the roof is gone. We don't see it. Again, we've pieces, but there's nothing on top of that home. You can see where the front has kind of pushed forward, and there is some caution tape across the front of it. But I mean, this is just this end of the street that we're showing you here. When I look over this way, like we showed you in our last half hour, there is more damage in that direction. The sheriff here says that 23 people were injured during this tornado yesterday, one of them critically. The sheriff also says that from their estimation, this tornado was on the ground for about 7 miles, but that's information that will come officially from the National Weather Service later today when they come out and survey all of the damage and figure out what scale this tornado was. But from what we can see from this damage this morning, I know that when we were in Elgin a couple of weeks ago for the tornado that hit there, that ended up being an EF2. This is damage that's pretty similar to that. But again, the official rating will come from the National Weather Service once they get out and survey the damage later today. Yvonne?
Bryce, those live pictures really tell the story. I mean, you can see the destruction from where you were the first live shot to this one. Are you all kind of close or not too close?
Yeah, we just kind of came around the corner here to show you this additional damage behind us. I mean, it's kind of widespread throughout this entire street, and just everything seems to be pretty similar. Like I said, these garages that have been ripped off. Over here, we've got some cars that are still stuck. The neighbor that just drove by said his home was spared, but he ended up, hiding in his closet while the tornado was moving through. He just was kind of taking a little drive through the neighborhood to make sure everything was okay this morning. No one was picking through any of his neighbor's belongings. Yvonne?
Oh my. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Bryce.